Hi everyone, Jon Mitchell here, Mayor of New Bedford, and this is another installment of the Mayor's Weekly Update. So this week I wanted to talk about a number of really important investments that are in the works. So the first two items have to do with the American Rescue Plan. As you probably know by now, the City Council voted to accept the federal stimulus funds, the so-called ARPA funds, the American Rescue Plan Act funds coming to the city. The city's getting a total of $82 million to do a number of initiatives, a number of investments in public spaces and for housing and small businesses and a whole bunch of other stuff, as we've discussed before. And so with the City Council's acceptance, we've been able to kick off those investments. And I want to tell you about two this week with more to come. The first has to do with the city's existing storefront enhancement program. So for many years we've had a program in the city that gives out $2,000 grants to small businesses to fix things like their awnings or their doors or anything that faces out to the street. And it's a good program, but it's not nearly enough money. What the ARPA funds allow us to do is supersize it. So we announced this week that we're going to be giving out grants up to $40,000 to small businesses to do work on their facades. There is a match requirement, that is to say that the business owner has to pay for 25% and the city will pay 75% of the cost, up to $40,000. So it's a good deal. It means that if, just to use a simple example, if you've got $20,000 worth of work you have to do on your business, well, you'll have to pay $5,000 for it. That's not a bad deal. And the benefit of this is really twofold. One is that we want to come out of the pandemic stronger than when we went in, and that includes all of our small businesses. Small businesses really add to the vitality of the city, and by giving them the shot in the arm, they're going to be able to do better. And secondly, it helps neighborhoods, right? If businesses are fixing up their awnings and doors and making themselves look good, it brings up the whole neighborhood. So, places like Acushnet Ave, Rivet Street, County Street, a number of other commercial corridors downtown will benefit from this program, and we look forward to pushing that money out. And we appreciate all of the work that people have done on it. So if you're a small business owner, you should simply call the Department of Housing and Community Development here in the city to find out more about it. The application is also on the city's website. Secondly, we've announced a housing program in the city that is giving out grants for shovel-ready projects, housing development projects. And we have a number of them around the city that will likely benefit from this, but we want to make sure that we continue to support the growth of housing in the city. New Bedford's a growing city. We want to make sure that we're supporting mixed income properties everywhere so that we can continue to make sure that it's available for folks who need it, and that we're continuing to grow in density in places where it matters, in the downtown as well as in some of the commercial corridors in the city, across the city. That's really important. So we're pushing out that housing program as well. So again, you can go to the city's website to check that out or call the Department of Housing and Community Development. The last thing I want to talk about this week is a big milestone in our 8-year-long effort to develop part of the municipal golf course. As you recall, a few years back, we set in motion an initiative to develop part of the Whale, right, the New Bedford Municipal Golf Course on Hathaway Road. And the reason for this was multifold, right? New Bedford's a land-poor city. There aren't that many places where we can offer up very marketable commercial lands to developers so they can build things like factories and create good jobs. That's one of those places. And we've seen golfing participation go down at the same time, and it makes sense for us to try to develop that course for that purpose. The good news is that we're going to be able to continue to play golf on what's left of the course, which is quite substantial. So what happened this week was the City Council approved what's called the request for proposals. It basically puts the property out for bidders to bid on, and that will happen over the next few weeks. Well, it's likely that there will be these national commercial real estate brokers that will bid on it, and they're going to be the ones who will sell it parcels in turn to companies. And what we want to do, the bottom line of all this effort, is we want good jobs to be on that site. We want to generate more tax revenue on that site. That's a place where we can increase the tax base. So we're really excited about this prospect. It's taken a long time for lots of reasons, lots of legal reasons and other reasons. We've had to work through a lot, and it's great that we've gotten to this point. I want to thank my staff as well as the Economic Development Council and so many others, our legislative delegation, for helping us jump through all the hoops that we've had to. It's an example of when you want to do something big, in this case, the building of the city's second industrial park. It takes a lot of determination, and our team has been really focused and motivated to get this done, and I really want to thank them for that. So that's what's going on this week. More good stuff to come next week. I'll see you then.